Then the second question. So the important thing about this question, so A is cross-sectional area and E is free electrons, number of N is E is the charge on the electron, hence N will be number of free electrons per unit volume. Now first let me clear out the area thing. If you have written cross section, if you have simply written area, that is wrong, because area could also mean the surface area of a conductor. Now if there is a conductor, as I told you in the lesson, so if there is a conductor, then this is also area, right? The surface area, while this is the cross-sectional area. So the area in that equation, I is equal to A N V Q, this area is the cross-sectional area. Okay. Then the second issue is, now when we learned from the book I showed you, and if you look at the syllabus, so this is the excerpt from your syllabus. So derive and use for a current carrying conductor the expression I is equal to A N V Q, where N is the number density of charge carriers. Now here they are saying free electron instead of charge carriers. Does this mean that if you say charge carriers you won't score marks? Well, if you look at the examiner report, there is no such mention about charge carriers or such a discussion about that point. My intuition is probably you should not be given marks if you have mentioned charge carriers, because if you look at the equation given, now first take a good look at this equation that we have studied, that is I is equal to A N B Q. If you look at the equation given in the question paper, that is I is equal to A N B E. So they have replaced the Q with V. The equation given is I is equal to A N B E. That means they are specifically talking about electron, right? They are not talking about any charge carrier, but they are talking about electrons in this scenario. Hence, you should say electron rather than charge carrier, because here they have given E and not Q. The E denotes it is an electron, because it is current, so protons cannot move. So that 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 denoted by E, that minus 19 coulombs, can only be the charge of an electron. But it is, I think in the exam they would have given for charge carriers, but still it is not recommendable, because you have to read the question very carefully. The next issue is, if you're going to say it is free electron, if you're going to say it is electron, then you have the next issue. You might say simply electron, but then not all electrons are involved in the current. Only the electrons which are free are involved in the current. Hence, you should say number of free electrons. Okay? So the word free is important, because unless you specify it is free electron, it is wrong. If you simply say electrons, it is wrong, because There are not all electrons are involved in current. Then it is not simply number of free electrons, it is the number of free electrons per unit volume. That is the meaning of number density. If you simply say density of free electron, that is also wrong, because density in normal sense means